Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Boss Rush at PAX. I am your host, Corey Deering, and I have a panel of three new people here. Well, one old person and two new people here. One you may recognize is Roger from Gamerheads. Hi, Roger.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Great. Good. Great. I really enjoyed your surprise panel. It was very.
It was pretty cool, wasn't it?
It was something.
Yeah.
Cool, not the word I would use.
I think it was cool. It got us an extra points. A gift to all.
Yeah. But who won?
Well, the audience did.
Me.
Oh, that's true. You were part of the audience.
Yeah, that's right.
I was just gonna say not Stephanie. No.
She's the winner. Roger, you brought someone.
I did. I brought Trina. She's new to the Gamerheads family.
Welcome to the chaos.
Yes.
So, who are you? What do you do?
My name's Trina, and I'm a games journalist with Gamerheads. I also been kind of dabbling into some video reviews, which will be coming in the future too.
Roger.
Yeah. What?
Go ahead.
You've
been.
Should I do that?
No. But we actually do have a new person as well. Glad to have you. We do have a new person in space. First time PAX. Very cool young man. Way younger than all of us. Probably younger than we are. Let's be honest.
That's about you.
No. But who are you?
Hi, I'm Tristan. I am recently a content creator, recently animation writer. I worked on Helldivers II, and I'm currently just streaming, enjoying my time at PAX, and doing a bunch of cool ideas.
Cool. Well, it's cool to have you tell. What was writing for Helldivers like?
Very democracy filled, you know.
Yes.
How to
For democracy.
For democracy, you know, all the condom spots and votes were moved
Yeah.
promptly.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a great time.
Cool. Did they make you watch Starship Troopers podcast?
They did peel my eyelids back in a Clockwork Orange style. Yes, that's.
Wait, have you seen the movie? Let's make sure. Have you seen?
I've seen so many parts of it that I don't think I've seen it all.
Oh, okay.
I do love I think the thing they did show me specifically for tonal comp is the faux commercial. They go, I'm doing my part, and he said, that's the game.
Yeah.
And we just took it from there.
DJ. Well, congratulations on being part of a team that has had huge success. I don't know if anybody saw how big that game was going to be.
None of us saw it coming, but we were all very grateful. I cannot give any props to the team without mentioning the first narrative team of the lead writer, Russ and Secret Flowers. I was honored to work with them as their narrative coordinator, and it was such a blast to work with them as my first game time.
That's cool. That's cool. So your name's like.
Yeah, no, if you really squint, they fit me in between some of the graphics. And the fun fact, actually, they do name some of the ship cadets or the people at the ship hubs who are the MCs on the ship. Their last names, or they're in the title, are the last names of the MC.
Oh, cool.
So you might see me up there doing my part for Super Earth.
Cool.
For the safety of the Super Destroyer.
Cool. Well, thank you for that. You're doing your part for being here for democracy. In case Roger falls asleep, we need something to talk. So
That's right. I'm the old man in this.
I bring down the average. So if you think about it, we're all in our early 30s.
Sure.
Yeah, it'd be great if I was 7.
Yeah.
Hi. 40s.
Not bad. But yeah, so we've all been playing some games here at PAX. Trina, I'm going to start with you. What are some cool games you saw here?
So I had a whole bunch. Saw Slay the Princess yesterday, but I really like they have Christine coming out, which is 35% more content, which is really cool. And then today I went to see Mythwalker, which is a new mobile game that's coming out. So I got to create my own character and do a little bit of crafting and stuff with them. And then the game that I'm most excited about is Spyro. And honestly, I was intrigued by the end of the demo. It's very powerful. That's what they're trying to say. It's kind of a celebration of life for people that have Alzheimer's and they're just trying to bring more awareness to it. So it's very powerful over game.
Cool. What's that called? Spiral?
Spanish, yep.
I'll have to check that out. My wife works in the health care industry. They deal with a lot of Alzheimer's patients. Every time something impacts themselves, she's all the things.
Yeah.
That's cool. Roger, you've been making the rounds.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You're all in there. Okay. Editor in Chief David Lasby, everybody.
Say that easy.
What did you see? Anything cool?
Yeah, so a lot of cool games. I'll just name a few. All Systems Dance, that's PDL. That game is all the different dance moves and how they flow into each other and seamlessly flow into each other. You move with all the different dance moves. So, there's dance battles and stuff like that. Love Eternal, which is the platform game. And what I really liked about that game was that it's really just like scaffold learning. So it's a platformer, it's kind of difficult. You jump and you flip and takes long. And gravity's kind of flip when you flip jump button or the flip button, I guess. You go to the ceiling, there's spikes all over the floors and the ceiling. They did a really good job though with showing you something and then adding something more difficult. Yeah. Really enjoyed that game. I thought that was really cool. And Ender Magnolia. I said it right this time.
You did. Good
job. I worked really hard on it.
You really did work really hard.
Yeah, I did.
You opened that special family.
It did. And we could barely. It's a long day. But the game is so big. It's so fast.
Yeah.
It's so
Ender.
Yeah. And this game just picks up and adds more. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Love the demo. So yeah, those were the highlights of what I saw. So
What about you? You see him?
Yeah, one or two things. There's some issues still my game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one?
Love Eternal. God, that game is. They had a medium. I got to go and try the game with them. Everything you said is correct. In my eyes, it was like it felt a lot like Celeste.
Yeah.
And it had a really cool dark story.
Yeah.
I was visibly distraught when the demo ended. I couldn't finish. Yeah, that game was great. In general, I really enjoyed not just specific game, but the Behemoth seeing them, what they did, because they recently came out with a roadmap update for all of their titles in the last 16 years. And that was not only a great team to talk to, but they tried to go back to their roots and they recreated all the games on classical games they built in-house. And it was they're all there too. They got the Flash games that they all started with, and it was really cool to see, like, because I was playing those games when I was a kid.
Yeah.
A younger kid. Somewhere back in the
We're
day.
all kids.
Yeah, and that hard. Yeah, just the average. Take the average. And aside from that one, I really think a really fun game I tried was a mixed reality game called Exercise Your Demons. I'm weak to puns, and I was like, okay, well, exercising and the pun, I have to give it a shot. So after pulling my forearm, I can certainly say it was a fun game, and I'm very excited to see where it goes.
Cool. So, this is you said this was your first PAX, right?
This is my first
How is overwhelming? Is it exciting? Is that probably both?
It is definitely both of those words. For me personally, I've been to cons like Comic-Con before, in New York and in San Diego, and I've only gone as a consumer. I've never gone from the creator side of things, and it's interesting to not only have that perspective of trying to create content, but also like getting to experience things from the developer side after having worked in games. But the excitement for me came from a whole different place. Before I was like, wow, okay, this new game came out, I love that character. Now it's like, wow, this developer, this studio made something really cool. Or I played the shit out of this game on Steam, and now I get to see people behind it, and that's always just a really fun experience. Right?
Yeah, and it's cool because once you go to multiple ones, you start building relationships with these developers. Like, we have a really good relationship with Togo Productions, moving forward. Fun games. You start building these relationships with these developers and studios and almost, like, I don't want to say friends because they're trying to sell you your game, they're trying to promote it. It's that kind of relationship, but they it's a friendly one for the most part. For a lot of them. It's always really exciting to see how their games evolve. With James Montani was downstairs when he was Rising.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had him on the podcast when he did Advanced Wars too. And so to see his next project, what I talked to him today, probably got some sort of article on the website.
Not major update.
He was talking about what they learned from Advanced Wars, all the lessons they took from why and like readability of the menus, all that kind of stuff, and how they probably are surprising. Two totally different games, but I guess some of that stuff kind of makes sense. But him explaining it was like, oh, I can see that. I can see where this goes here. It was really cool to talk. That's just one example.
I found the intersection of like TTRPGs and video games is really cool for me. Like this obviously separation where the board game booths are over there, but I got to go to an indie game. Another indie game was called Azul by a dev who started the games but wanted to make a board game. But knew that board games couldn't have the same cycle of feedback as a video game. So we started as a video game and has been using it as a kind of playtest to finalize the board game, which I thought was really fascinating because most of the time you see a board game, it's like, oh, can they port this to be a video game? But this is the other way around, and I thought it was really cool to look at. So I thought that was really like a fun way to do it. Also, the dev loved D&D. It was inspired by a D&D campaign, and I was like, okay, so I reached out to me.
Yeah, that's cool. Roger, we've been to a few of these.
Yeah.
What are you enjoying about this one that maybe you haven't enjoyed before? What's different about West versus East? How are you feeling besides walking for
Feedback. Hunger.
Don't get them. It's like,
You're right. Let me lock in my age.
Upload your brain.
Yeah.
It's like reversing the miles on a car instead of walking the dirt.
That's right. Oh, I like the reference. Good reference. Yeah. I appreciate that as well.
I don't get it.
Ferris Bueller.
Right.
You did reference that.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen
I
that.
just want to make sure that we were on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 5 minutes. I love Ferris. Hitting it started.
What was the question?
What are you enjoying about this West that maybe what's different from East and how you enjoy it?
And we're recording, man.
Wait.
They're just so different, right? Like, I don't know. I think that there's some folks that I see both at East and West, like from like the beginning. Then there's some people that I want to see at West and I don't see at East, and some people I want to see at East and I don't see at West. So it's just, I don't know. I think that my favorite thing is just seeing everybody that I know and start becoming close with, right? And it's fun. It's like this is Trina's first PAX as well, and I don't know. I was just so happy to see how she just kind of became part of that group, and it was awesome. So
that's the goal, though, right? Is to make everybody kind of feel like a part of the group, because that was this PAX East was my first time in 20 years. I've been with several PAXes before, so I had to stay in that 3-hour Nintendo because we were trying to be we splitting something. It was the year that Wolfenstein and Crash came to the Switch, and they had it before they released. And that Wolfenstein off-screen footage from Switch is still like my highest viewed video.
Yeah.
So, and Dead Cells was there too.
Oh, I just
It was before Dead was even called Dead Cells.
it was just called Cells.
No, a lot.
And then they killed
Yeah, Alive Cells. Yeah.
Cells at work. And they killed
That was what was really famous. But this is your first pass as well.
Yeah.
How is the experience? How's Roger treating you, first of all? Is he being okay?
Remember your paycheck.
What paycheck?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I feel like we've been poking enough fun back and forth things from then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. I've been to TwitchCon before, which is a little different aspect, but like this is way more overwhelming. I feel like just the amount of people and the amount of games that you can see. And again, I was there as a content creator, where here as a media is a little bit different. So it's a lot to kind of process and take in. But I think I've done a little bit better with managing my time, unlike someone, and just making sure that I actually take breaks. But other than that, I think I've been really enjoying it. So.
Cool. Only skipped 2 meals while doing PAX coverage. It's probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I've got orange juice. Who needs breakfast?
You're fine. You're fine. You're young. You're fine.
Survive off photosynthesis and molecules in the air, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you for joining me on this segment.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
PAX West. We will see you with more segments soon-ish, maybe, sometime.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.